Bookworms Buddy, and it is spook season, everyone. You guys know I love spook season. I have a couple decorations here and there. I know I've skimped, but I'm going to try to add some throughout the month when I have time to do it. So today's video is on my September wrap-up and my October TBR. Again, not very many books, as you guys probably will understand that by now. Work is taken away from me as far as reading and stuff goes, and also what I'm reading. You all know that I've been reading A Breath of Snow and Ashes, and I am over halfway through the book now, so that is always a positive. So yes, I've been reading this in the month of September, and it's carried over, and I'm reading it this month as well. I'm going to try and just get more of it read and more of it read, but I don't want to take away from the other books that I've chosen for October. Since it's spook season, I have to read something spooky. So that is one that I have not finished yet. So the next book that I read for September, and I did finish, was called The Library of Souls by Richard Denny. Richard had told me that his book came out. I ordered it. I read it. This is a middle grade horror book, and it was to me it was super cute. But you know, I'm an adult. But for a middle grader, it's going to be a little on the scarier side. I love the characters in this story. You got this boy who can pretty much see dead people, and he's used by his uncle. And there's this huge library, and all these different ghosts you get to witness in this. And there's those not so nice demons hanging around and that kind of stuff. So, you know, if you're maybe one of those people who can't really take real scary this time of year, try this one. It's a middle grade horror, so it's not going to affect you as badly, I don't think. But it was super cute. Love the characters. I'm so glad that I bought this book. Well done, Richard. I absolutely loved it. I rated this book, I believe, a 4 out of 5 stars. So there you go. And the other book that I finished in September was Riptide Summer. This is by Lisa Freeman. This series, Honey Girl, Riptide Summer, were review books that I was sent to get read, and I finally got those done, and I have 3 or 4 more that I have to do. But it was a really good series. A teenager who moves from Hawaii, and she's over on the coast of, I believe it was California. And when she was in Hawaii, she was a surfer. And she comes over here to California, and she's got to be a part of this lineup, and she has to do what they say, and girls don't surf, and you don't date surfers, and this whole big thing that's going on. So it shows a huge difference between two kinds of living styles that she had to, kind of deal with. And there was a lot of things that she had to go through, and it was actually a very good read. Both of them were pretty good for this kind of contemporary kind of thing. So it was decent. I believe I rated this one 3.5, 4 stars. It seems like it's been a long time since I read it. It was just September. But yeah, they were really good. Both Honey Girl and Riptide Summer by Lisa Freeman. So I'm glad I had the opportunity to read them. So those were the 2 books that I completed in September. You guys can, of course, read my full written reviews on Goodreads or on my blog, and that information is all down below. So let's move on now to my October TBR. Of course, I'm going to be reading A Breath of Snow and Ashes. I really want to get this book finished, and this is another reason why I think I'm not getting to read other books, because I'm so into this book. But you have to be super focused on any of these books from the Outlander series, because they're very complex, and there's a lot of characters and things that you have to kind of remember, and it's just emotional, and I mean all those emotions that we feel will come out if you read these books. So I'm really enjoying the series, but you have to take your time. I had to take my time with this, and with me working, it's really taking my time with this. But like I said, I am over halfway through the book now, and I'm going to probably set it aside every once in a while and pick up the other books that I've chosen to read for this month, because it is spook season and I want to read something spooky. So yeah, so A Breath of Snow and Ashes by Diana Gabaldon. The next book I've got here that I have started reading is called The Replacement. I just picked this book up, so it's a sneak peek into a book haul. But I picked this up at our used bookstore because I was trying to find something. My sister Jackie, her youngest child, likes to read middle grade horror and young adult horror and stuff. I never seem to find anything good. So because of her, I've been looking for that kind of stuff, and that's when I found The Replacement. It's by Brenda Jovanoff, and I have started reading it, and so far it's pretty good. But my mind keeps going back to this and thinking, gosh, I want to finish that. So I put it down, and then I picked this one back up. But now, we're getting into spook season a little further, so I want to be able to read this one. And look at that cover. That was what initially caught my attention, was the cover itself. So this says, Mackie is not one of us, though he lives in a small town of gentry. He comes from a world of tunnels and black murky water, a world of living dead girls, ruled by a little tattooed princess. He is a replacement, left in the crib of a human baby 16 years ago. Now he's slowly dying in the human world. Mackie would give anything to live a normal life, play his bass, and find out more about an oddly intriguing girl named Tate. But when Tate's baby sister goes missing, he is drawn into the underworld of gentry, known as mayhem. He must face the dark creatures of the slag heaps and find his rightful place in our world or theirs. So it sounded really good, so I picked it up, and I'm going to try and get this one finished. And then the other book that I picked for this month is called Last Chance. This is by Greg Horowitz. This is a review book that I received, and I really have to get it read. I've had it for, I think I got it early September, so I need to get this one read. And this one says, Phase 1 of the invasion began with spores that turned everyone over the age of 18 into vicious inhuman beings, unrecognizable as the trusted adults they once were. These hosts paved the way for the invaders and transformed the small town of Creek's Cause into a war zone. Holed up in a local high school, frightened kids and teenagers struggle to survive, at least until their 18th birthdays. Now a new breed of predatory creatures has been spawned and is spreading across the world, devouring everything in its path. Earth's only hope is to overwhelm teenage brothers who may hold the key to humanity's survival. But how far will they have to go to save everyone and everything they care about? So I'm like, yes, this is a book that I want to read. So I'm going to read it this month, and I want to finish this. So if I have to put down Her Breath of Snow and Ashes and pick these up, because these two are quicker reads. Like, I can take my day off and get through one of these books. Whereas I said this one takes a little more focus, which is why it's taking me so long to get through it since I'm working and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to get these two books read because it's spook season and I want to read them. I want something a little spookier, something that's, going to suck me into the story, and I'm going to become a victim or something in these books. So anyway, like I said, the books that I have read, you can read my reviews online. And if you've read either one of these books, let me know what you thought of them in the comments below, and we will talk about it. Thanks for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy spook season!